and welcome back to the Star Wars Jedi Academy Let's Play.
I still have a few contacts in
And I have my volume up way too loud. How's your volume?
We'll also follow up with some of the people
Okay,
who reported this
today we are going to Corellia. This, of course, is Han Solo's home planet.
Corran Horn's home, quite a few people's home planet.
Yeah, it's really one of the big human populations in the galaxy, and one of the ones that sort of, you know, was survived during the Empire. We had sorry?
Had a diktat, I think.
Yes.
Memory serves. So they were like imperial, but they weren't. I don't know, but I don't think they were loyal in the old canon to the Empire.
They were sort of half independent, I think.
Yeah. Well, they were definitely, yes.
They were too big an economic hub, I think, for the Empire to like mess with things.
Yeah, they couldn't blow them up like Alderaan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you block Corellia, you were in trouble. But I just want to note that in the opening cutscene there, Kyle mentioned Jan, his partner in crime and partner in life. So yeah, just a cool little nod. I think that's like the only time she actually gets brought up, but she's still around. She's doing fine.
Yeah, I just didn't have her in the budget.
I really don't know why she's not in this game, but there is actually a book where she and Jaden actually go to rescue Kyle during the Yuzon Vong War. So that's pretty nifty, at least.
Well, nifty, but just weird. Isn't it just a little bit weird?
Very weird, okay, yes, but still, it's kind of cool that, like, at least the characters are still, like, were still used.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, this level is one of my absolute favourites in the game. I've since I was a kid, adored this level. And look at that. Look, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. This level is just such, like, particularly when I played it at the time, this level was so impressive to me. Like, you're on a moving tram, or monorail, through the high rises of Corellia. You're battling dudes on top of this moving tram. You've got jewels. You've got all these different, like, train cars with different things in them. And you're always moving forward. You never get lost in this level because you're always moving forward.
Exactly. And it's not the hardest platforming. It looks hard, but it's really not that difficult.
No, it's not. It's
you
really...
screw it up, you'd die, but that's okay.
Yeah, quick save often, but don't sweat it too much. And like that stuff, like you can see the ships flying overhead. It's a really cool set piece level, which I think they're generally my favourite parts of these sort of games.
I do. You were willing to hold. Oh, now you put your lightsaber away. Not when it was like 2 inches from your face and you were being pushed back by like the force of movie 200 miles an hour, whatever.
Look, Jaden likes to live dangerously. But I do engage in some tricksy snipering in this.
Oh, very nice.
This is a cool duel as well, this one. This has always been one of my favourites in the game.
Oh, it is because you smash the glass and then they fall down.
Like that.
Now,
unfortunately, the AI doesn't like to follow, but he will eventually if you make him.
Yeah, cut the glass underneath him. Oh my goodness, there you go.
He's a tricksy one.
He is.
Unless I do that.
That was rough. That was like through the neck.
Yeah. As I say, Jaden likes to live dangerously and doesn't mess around.
No, he does not. He's not, like, he's the loosest Jedi there is, apart from Kyle himself.
But no, this is just a fun one, and it's really, as I've said in all the previous parts, I'm not a big fan of most of the Tier 1 missions of this game, but like this is like the cherry on top of the very average sundae.
You're not wrong there. At least, especially because the next level, Hoth, is way better, even though it's like the end of Tier 1 level.
Yes, oh yeah, no, like, as I was saying last part, it is all up from here in the mission design. We get some cool stuff now.
Correction, it is mostly up from here in mission design.
Yes, no, but yeah, we've got some... oh, yeah.
It's very good. There are some missions that still make me want to claw my eyes out. But...
And I can't skip them because this is a Let's Play, so we're in for the long haul, guys.
It's not a completionist Let's Play.
No, but it's I do want to show off every level, and you know,
I know.
it's not so bad for you guys because I just cut out the, you know, me getting lost or frustrated stuff. But you know, for now we're in good territory. I love the fact that Jaden's got a special animation to like hold his lightsaber, you know, like he's being pushed back and sort of cover his face.
Yeah, literally 2 inches from his face. Ignited.
Yep. Well, that way it burns up the rain.
Yeah. Is this the Trixie sniping?
One of them. Look how much that's shaking.
And very nice.
Unfortunately, he wasn't alone, but at least that guy doesn't have a bowcaster.
Do you ever, because we've both played this game so much, do you ever get lost, like, when you've only got level 1 force powers and you try and jump?
Yes.
And, like,
Yes.
wait a second, I can't.
Every single level of Tier 2, essentially.
Yes, I greatly misjudged this.
I misjudged a lot of jumps, and most of that gets cut out. All was in my first playthrough of these levels before I had to re-record everything. So, I'm having terrible luck with this Let's Play recording-wise, but I'll talk about that when we get to the Tier 2 missions. So this here kind of confused me, because there's a Rhodian behind a force field, a force-cancelling force field as well.
I don't remember this room, but...
You have to go through it.
I imagine, I just don't remember it, but...
So I went out of this train car, I went all around the train and looking for like a power line to cut, and it turns out you just destroy those things right above the the button. So
right.
Yeah. My sense of direction of this game is not very good.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, we've been spoiled by modern game design.
We have actually. Yeah, I mean. But just in general, I kind of feel like this is one of those levels where it's like, you know, you just go forward. Whoa! Jaden probably should have died for that. I also love that Kyle laughs maniacally after just killing that guy.
As well he should.
Yeah, it's weird how much maniacal laughter Kyle does in this.
I know, especially when it involves Rosh getting hurt.
Yes. It would be rather funny if you went dark side ending and that was what happened, but no. Kyle suddenly decides he does care at that point, but... unfortunately, yeah, we still don't have much in the way of force powers, so I can't go too crazy. I would actually like to cheat and replay this level with force powers. High level ones, because I think that'd be rather fun. But, in general, you know, it's still pretty fun just using a lightsaber and using the guns. Guns really do fall by the wayside later on in this game.
Yeah, definitely. The levels are pretty well balanced around, like, the force powers you have at the time.
Yes. Yeah, very much so. Unfortunately, this guy's a bit more of a proper jewel. I can't cheese him. You know, I figured that I would try and use some lightning.
Well, why not?
And, of course, I needed to map the button. So, unfortunately, level 1 lightning is not very good. It basically just makes him jump. That's literally, it just makes him jump.
Is he jumping over it, or is he... Okay, well...
He didn't jump over that.
No.
Lightning looks pretty terrible there, but trust me, get it to level 3 and it is a completely different ability.
It's just OP as all hell. And it drains your entire force pool in like 0.1 of a second.
Yes, but look, we are going to see so much lightning later. Like lightning supplants for lightsaber for a time.
I have to try and use it more sparingly.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, it is a pretty overpowered ability. Come on.
This is one hell of a long and sort of undecided train. It's going from like, you know, here's a habitation carriage, and here's a random nuclear power generated carriage.
Yes, look. When you're on Corellia, you need to transport anything and everything. Whether that be, you know, a greenhouse or a nuclear generator.
Yeah, well, this is true. And of course, you want to have a nuclear generator right behind the bridge.
So, you know, we could fight that cultist.
You're just going to throw a grenade at him. Oh, that's cheap.
Here's some tricksy snipering. I can't see the model, but...
You can see the point of... Ooh,
got him.
Nice.
You can actually see him disintegrate.
was too close.
It spawns the particle effect.
I took out those ships, so I think we're in the clear now.
And that's right. So yeah, this is a fast, straightforward, cool mission. I really like that.
Had exploded in the city, it could have killed thousands of people.
And again, like, look at all these different breakdowns it gives me of all the different abilities we use. It's so detailed. I love that the game tracks everything.
Choices carefully.
Also, my future is clouded. I should make choices more carefully. Luke's scowling at me.
Wait, is that level 2 Force Lightning you have?
Yeah, well...
And access some highly sensitive
Huh.
about places where
But that's what it said there.
Yeah, you're right, it did.
Places like Cloud City, Hoth, and Biss.
That's curious.
I thought level 2 at least had both hands being used. I could...
Although, yes, no, I got level 2 from starting that mission, I guess.
But if you, from start of the mission, you should get it during.
How can anyone do that?
No, I mean, I got level 2 from that mission, I got level 1 from the Sandworms.
Ah, right, okay.
So yeah, no, that does make sense.
They could absorb and store Force energy.
Those people Jaden saw may have discovered some way to harvest
It's
Force
weird.
So basically... Sorry?
So they dilly out Force powers before the mission rather than after it. It's just weird. But...
Yes, agreed.
Investigate any locations from my records.
And I love this. Coron, you're going to Wayland.
Kyle, I need you to look at
So, of course, Wayland being the planet that Joris C. Balfe was on in Heir to the Empire, the Thrawn trilogy.
I wonder if that's ever mentioned. I wonder if there's any writing of Corin's time on Wayland. I'll look that up one day.
That could kind of be an interesting little side story.
But you're both well on your way.
I mean, okay, you don't know what happened to Wayland yet. Dizzy is currently reading the Thrawn trilogy,
Getting there.
but you probably wouldn't find a lot. Let's just say.
It's very remote, so I doubt the cult has been there. Don't stay too long.
Rosh, you're a screw-up, so I'm sending you to the remotest planet I can.
No problem.
No
No
problem.
problem.
The Force be with all of you.
I always love that after every one of these cutscenes, Luke comes up to talk just to Jaden, Kyle, and Rosh.
Yeah. Ignore everyone else.
You're the star pupils. But now we're going to Hoth!
Yes. I wonder why you're flying the Z95. It just seems...
I've always wondered that myself. It's... You can actually... one of the things you can do in this game is you can actually spawn vehicles to fly around in, and there is both the Z95 and the X-Wing.
Is there a TIE fighter? Or a TIE bomber?
Yes, both.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe they're cheaper for the Academy?
I guess they would be, but...
But then why did Jaden take a shuttle
Yeah.
to the Sandworm planet?
Yeah, I guess because he was going to go rescue people, so...
I suppose.
I mean, to be fair, that probably is the reason. Like, you would have likely... Like, if you went to with the Z95 to that planet, you couldn't carry anyone back.
But at least if he took the Z95, he would have had a shield.
That's true.
I can probably cover more distance with one of those Tauntauns.
So, this is an amazing level. Tauntaun.
Do you ride?
Mounted combat.
Yes, mounted.
Oh, I ride the Tauntaun all day and all night.
Oh dear.
So we have mountain combat. You can literally just get out your lightsaber and start swinging it around off the side of your Tauntaun. I don't know what that snow trooper was doing crawling around like that, but
No idea.
this is a lot of fun.
Yes.
Especially since if you use the right mouse button, your Tauntaun actually has a charge attack, which will just smash through any snow trooper.
Wouldn't it have been so good to see the Rebel Alliance and Hoth have, like, the Tauntaun cavalry charge? Like...
Oh, that would have been awesome.
It would have been... It's expensive, I guess, is the problem.
Considering how expensive doing one Tauntaun was and how difficult, yes. But still, like, I would love to see more Tauntauns in Star Wars video games.
Definitely. Especially in certain Battlefront games, which don't have them.
Hey, look, original Battlefront 1 and 2 had Tauntauns. At least Battlefront 2 did, anyway.
Yeah, the only Battlefront 1 and 2.
Oh, Wampa! We go through every Hoth beat in this level, and it's awesome. We even cut off a Wampa's arm.
That was very, very Luke Skywalker-y.
I love that so much. It's funny, actually, Mark Hamill was... I saw an interview recently where he was saying that he felt like Luke cutting off the Wampa's arm was not a very Luke Skywalker thing to do.
I mean,
Because he thought he was just going to use the lightsaber to scare it.
well, I mean that's fair enough, but at the same time, giant snow beast, gotta defend.
I feel like Wampas are kind of frightening
Yeah.
and monstrous.
Exactly.
Like, they pull from the dark side of the Force.
Well, that is an assumption and a half. That's,
Well, I mean, have you ever seen a light side user that looks like a Wampa?
yeah, there is that Jedi in the Clone Wars series.
You're right! The guy who was an
Who's-
awesome pilot in like one shot in the Gendy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. I don't remember him being in many episodes of the CGI one, but
like the Taz or the Tau?
yeah.
Doesn't
He's got the big horns that wrap around.
Yeah.
Fair, alright, touche. Now, I love the fact that with these Tauntauns that we find over here, they have a saddle. So it sort of implies that the Imperials have actually been, sort of domesticating the Tauntauns and using them to get around Hoth, compared to the wild Tauntauns that we found at the start of level.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nifty touch for something that, like, for a game that, doesn't have, like, mostly reuses assets, so...
Yeah. It is clear, though, that they put a lot more effort into the, like, the final levels of each act.
Yes. Like it.
So is that an ATST or an AT-AT?
ATST, right?
Yes.
There we go. I know that because you told me. I always get those mixed up. So, yeah, that was our first ATST battle, and not the last,
The weather here must
but
be
just to say that thank goodness for that Gatling gun, because that ATST is basically set up so that you need to use the Gatling gun to defeat it. Others later in the game have a lot less health, but that one is set up with the intent of using the Gatling gun, so...
I believe it's an E-Web.
Pardon?
I believe the gun's called an E-Web. I think, just going off all my random Star Wars trivia. The gun that was used by the Imperial Stormtroopers on Hoth to shoot the Falcon.
Oh, yeah. That is the one they set up, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, neat. But now we're entering Echo Base. So, actually, no, sorry. This is an Imperial Remnant station. This isn't actually Echo Base yet. We're getting there.
Yeah, there's like a weird break between them.
I like it, though, because, again, this is a fairly straightforward level, and it's sort of... you kind of go back and forth between indoors and outdoors, and nothing really overstays its welcome. It's nicely done. Now, I saw a giant, glassy, broken doorway.
I wonder what that could mean.
I don't know why they have a giant glass window door, but
It's like it's been clearly damaged to the point where it looks like it's about ready to
Yes.
shatter. The proper application of force power will do it. Yeah.
okay, so that's one of the secret areas found. Every level actually has several secret areas. They only really have pickups, so they're not really worth finding, but they're in there if you want to be a completionist.
Yeah, well, yeah. The game's, once you get force heal, the game's not that difficult, so like you don't really need them, and the most powerful weapons you just start the level with anyway.
By the way, I think I may have just fired the ion cannon.
You did just find the
I
iron
love
cannon.
you can do it. It does nothing. It doesn't even show, I don't think, but the fact that you can do that's pretty neat anyway.
I think it might show.
I mean, I guess there's no way to actually check, but...
I think you can look out the window and it's
Oh,
up
because
there.
I tried to look out the window, but I couldn't actually see far enough. Maybe in first person that might have done the trick, actually.
I could be wrong.
Look, with
lies
the
and
level
all
of
that.
detail this game does go to, I wouldn't be surprised if it just, spawned a particle effect.
Nice.
Yeah, I try to get as fancy as I can with my lightsaber antics in this, but, well,
That was fancy.
that's one word for it.
Spinning, that's...
I consistently love the fact that this game is all about being a Jedi and you just go through and murder everyone.
Aren't those somewhat contradicting statements?
I mean, like, Jedi in movies don't usually just kill everyone.
Well, to be fair, the other time... Well, exactly. So...
Like, Luke doesn't, like, instead of, like, his ruse to get on the Death Star in Return of the Jedi, it's not like Luke just turns up at the Imperial platform and just takes out his lightsaber and murders everyone.
I did see one video because of all the Last Jedi promotional stuff. There was a video on Wired or something where Mark Hamill and Daisy Ridley and who plays Finn?
John Boyega. Yes.
They were all answering questions from the fan, and someone asked, "Can Jedi force choke?"
Yes.
And Mark Hamill said, "I don't think it's something Jedi would do. I wouldn't do it." It's like, but you did in episode
You're
6.
totally right. He choked for Gamorreans. I never thought of that. Yeah, that is an interesting interview. I like. Yeah, I mean, it's mainly for comedic effect, but man,
yes.
there's not really much point discussing this because Last Jedi at the time of recording comes out tomorrow, and it will have already been out for days by the time this goes up. But
oh yeah,
let's just say I'm hoping Mark Hamill's statement about celibacy is incorrect. Come on, Mara,
yes.
we need you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're dead, just appear in the Jedi Temple in a flashback. That's all I'm asking, Lucasfilm. Fun fact, to tie that back in, Kyle Katarn is the teacher of Mara Jade.
Is he?
Yes, he is the Jedi Master that took her under his tutelage because Luke was trying not to show favoritism towards her when she was at the Academy.
Oh, that canon was so beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and she took that really badly, actually. But just as though he was disinterested in her, but I didn't want her to be there. So that led to about 10 years of back and forth awkwardness in the old canon, but I got over it.
Oh, very good. For 5 years, then she died.
And, yeah, well, more than that, I think, but yeah, it's... Oh, on the right side, we got a pretty cool Dark Forces 2 expansion pack out of it. Because there is actually... That is the one video game where you do play as Mara.
Oh, that's Mara, of course.
Yeah, so Mysteries of the Sith.
There.
Rather good, actually. They kind of improved their level design from Dark Forces 1 in some ways. The only thing we lost was the live-action cutscenes, replaced by very not so good cutscenes. But still, I would recommend checking it out if you're a fan of sort of the old canon. It is a fairly... given Mara's importance to the old canon and, Kyle and Luke and everything, it is actually a fairly important story, at least for a time anyway. Now, this I lost... I couldn't find for a very long time. I was wandering around the Waste of Hoth, and turns out you just gotta go here and... Yeah.
Well, this is my question. Is this the chassis of a fallen AT-AT?
Yes.
It is, okay.
It appears to be that the Imperial Remnant actually hollowed it out as a way to get into the destroyed Echo base.
Not a bad effort, but I don't know how. I didn't, how does it work in that regard?
Well, we will not find out next part.